Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Same bat time, same bat channel. What's going on, world? Hope all is well. We got another exciting video today. Man, without further ado, Chris, what's going on, my guy?
What's going on, fellas? Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Man. It's always a pleasure.
Again, 2 weeks in a row, baby.
Yeah. So it's not a glitch in the matrix, world. We ran this back for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Chris, you know how I do. And this guy know how I do it. And he loves this. Trust me, Chris. He loves when I do this, man. The man, the legend, the myth, the man that makes it all possible. Hendo, what's happening, good brother?
Not much. What's going on?
Not much, man. It's good to be seen, man. It's good to see y'all, man. Indeed. It's truly good to see y'all, man. So, Chris, we got this new segment that we launching this week. And we're going to talk about hip-hop news, man. So check this out, Chris. All right, y'all. So, Chris, since you're here with us, I would normally ask Hendo, what do he want to hear? The good or the bad news? But since you are our honorary guest, what do you want to hear first? The good or the bad news in hip-hop?
I'm going to go with the bad.
Okay. Man, over the weekend, 2 Chainz got into a car accident. He's doing all right, though, but the accident was nasty, man. You know, shout out 2 Chainz. Prayers go up to him and his family. Come to find out, it was a drunk driver who out there doing the most and hit my man. So shout out to 2 Chainz. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
It just go to show, even with money, you know, things can still happen.
Yeah, money don't shield you from fate.
I like how you put that, man. I need to put that in a bar, man. I truly do. But let's go on with the good news, man. They talked about T.I. a lot lately, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the craziness going on with his son. You know, you and I have adult kids, so we know what that is. We know what that could be. But do they talk about when T.I. do good things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, T.I. sold into the community that he grew up in, a housing project. I don't want to call it a project, a housing community.
It's affordable housing.
Yep, he reinvested in affordable housing. And I think that is super dope. Super dope, man. They also talk bad about the boy Meek Mill. Do you know him and Kevin Hart ponied up a couple thousand million? I mean, I want to say it was 7 collectively, and they put it back in the inner city schools in Philadelphia.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I like to promote good news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I ain't down with the bad news. So I'm happy to hear that Meek Mill and Kevin Hart is sewing back into the community. I think that is super dope, man. So y'all send prayers out to 2 Chainz, and we're going to go on with the show. Man, I'm super excited about today's show. How about y'all fellas?
It's going to be interesting.
No doubt.
Man, definitely. I mean, people don't know. People watching don't know that we had a second show after the show last week. So.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. So, Hendo, you want to expound on what we doing today, bro?
Okay. So today we are going to list our top 10, each one of us individually, our top 10 favorite songs of all time. Now, let me preface this off by saying these lists could change daily. This is not to say these are the best songs, the most iconic songs that the world has known. These are the top 10 songs to us. So don't get mad when you hear some of them, because I know specifically for my list, because I'm the only one that knows everybody's list. Specifically for my list, it may be a bunch of songs y'all never even heard of. So these are top 10 songs to us. They're special to us. Remember that.
And you know what? If y'all don't like it, oh well. This is what's on my list. And if y'all follow me, y'all know that's my catchphrase anyway. That's how I'm feeling. How about y'all? Would y'all concur?
Concur.
I mean, everybody's list is going to be different. Everybody in the world, it's not going to be two people who are going to have an exact list of top 10 songs. So this is fun to see, where you guys go. It's going to be fun to see where people in the chat go, because it can go anywhere.
Right.
And I can honestly say, looking at y'all list, I'm like, oh, I was gonna put that one in there. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. So I guess.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Who you want to start off with? Because I got them all. I got them all in here. Who you want to start off with?
All right, let's start off with Chris. He the honorary guest, man. We start off with our number 10 spot.
Ferris.
So, Chris, we're going to start off with you, bro. What's your number 10?
All right, my number 10 is Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. That's my number 10 song. That one is just, whenever you hear that song, it just kind of puts you in a good mood. Like, it's one of those universal songs that, like, you could put on and, everybody's going to get up and start moving. It's just one of them songs that I always loved since I was a little kid.
Yeah, I love that joint too, man. I absolutely do, man. I love Luther, man. Hey, he might. I digress. Hendo, you want me to go next? May I go next?
Do you think, bro?
All right, let me see. Number 10. I went with Elisa Myers. Now, I want to thank you. I love that song. And you know what? To be honest, I am unsure if that is a gospel song or not.
It is.
Oh, it is? It is? So, I mean, hey, I haven't been to church in a cool minute, right? But I guess I have been to church because I play her faithfully. Such a powerful song, man. And man, it's dope when you get up in church. When you go to church, man, they play them high, them faster songs, and you get the Holy Ghost and you start dancing. Y'all know what I mean? Well, with this song, man, you could do a cool 2-step, So I digress. The Lord knows my heart, man.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
it's funny because I just tweeted that song out, but the newer version that came out like 15 years ago or something like that. Because that was just, I don't know, I was in the zone that day with that song. So I feel you with that one.
Yes.
Okay. So for my number 10, I took it old school as well. Like, for some reason, this song just resonates with me, and I keep hearing it. No matter where I hear it on TV shows, I hear it on movies, I can hear it in people's cars playing, driving down the street next to me. But I personally think you can never go wrong with the Jackson 5. I Want You Back.
Oh my God. Yes. Man, oh man.
Back when Mike was black.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Mike, man. The best that ever did it, man.
Man. Nobody ever questioned that.
Oh, no doubt. Man, what you said, Hendo, a while back, that one of your favorite rappers broke the record for Thriller. Was that something you said?
No.
Okay. I know somebody you hold dear in the hip hop community.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Mr. Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Mr. Lauryn Hill. I think he broke the record.
Man, but in my heart, in my mind, nobody is topping Mike ever.
Okay.
No.
Ever. I mean, he used to have people fainting. I wish I would have saw, live. How dope is that, man? How amazing, how powerful is that? Where people will see you and faint. I don't know nothing about that, man.
Me neither.
Truly the king of pop, man. I know this is off topic, but I just want to throw this out there to y'all. Back in the day, there was a debate: Michael or Prince.
No contest.
Same here. I feel the
It
same
was
way.
really no contest.
Yeah, yeah. And I love Prince, but he ain't fooling with Mike, man.
But it's two different levels though. So Mike is an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is a singer, but
Mm-hmm.
Prince as a producer and a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different levels to it. So it depends on how you want to compare the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike was a dancer. You know, he could put on a show. I mean, not to say that Prince couldn't, because obviously Prince could, but the dancing that Mike did was revolutionary at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
And he
Yes,
he did it for multiple decades.
yes. Yeah, yeah. And did it well. And did it well. And
People
they'll
still
be
doing the moonwalk.
I was about to say that, man. Everybody would be lying if they say they ain't bust that moonwalk. I was nice with it too. Did the moonwalk? Let me.
Sure you were, Dre. That's not even how you supposed to shake with it, bro. But okay.
I couldn't moonwalk on the moon, so.
All right, Chris. What's your number 9, bro?
Number 9 is Africa Bambaataa, Planet Rock. This is one that once I hear the opening, I think I go back to them car rides with my uncle, because my uncle was he was a break dancer back in the day, so he's the one that would be like, man, forget all of that Wu-Tang. This is real music right here. So Africa Bambaataa, that one, it always brings me back to my childhood, and it's one of them songs that just puts me back in a time from when I was a little kid riding around in a little like 93 Mazda or whatever the hell my uncle was driving at the time.
Man, that's what's up, man. But hey, can't nobody knock that, man. Africa Bambaataa, man. Whew. Man, oh man. My number 9, the legendary Anita Baker, man. I felt like, oh my God, hearing her voice, man. I think she has the most unique voice in R&B. Man, her voice is amazing. Even though I love Anita, but I saw and I know y'all sports enthusiasts. I don't know where she was at. Was it an NBA game?
Something. And she was singing.
I said, "Oh my God, man!" I thought something. I text you that day. I'm like, Lord, what's going on with my girl? Oh my God, yeah. I'm gonna blame it on mic malfunctionings or something. It didn't sound like Anita. She should have Milli Vanilli that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Anita takes me to a place, man. She does. She does. How about you, bro?
Yeah, I love Anita Baker. Like, she used to be on my list. She used to be on my no-fly list. I didn't play her because certain people I just don't deal with. For some reason, I didn't like Anita Baker back in the day. But in the late 90s, she got a reprieve, and I started listening to her music, and I'm like, yeah, I love Anita Baker.
Yeah. What's your number 9, bro?
So my number 9, I don't know what it was, and I've heard these songs for decades, but for some reason in 21, I started getting real heavy into this one group, and it's this one song that I heard it and I would listen to it, and I'm just like, yo, I rocked the song until I really started listening to the words, and the song was real deep to me once you listen to the meaning and understanding of it. And it's Fleetwood Mac "Landslide" with lead singer Stevie Nicks singing that song. Listen, I know a lot of people don't know about Stevie Nicks, but that white girl can blow.
Yes. And we don't even have to say pause on that one. How about that? It's a win-win all the way around.
I know a lot of people gonna be like, Fleetwood Mac, who? What? And people don't realize a lot of commercials that they listen to, they play Fleetwood Mac songs in them. They play Queen and they play Fleetwood Mac songs in the background. So when you hear people singing them little tunes that from commercials, it's those people. They just don't know where it came from.
That's the beauty of this list. You know what I mean? If y'all guys don't know out there, ladies and gentlemen, I should say, this this is a perfect time to Google this. I feel like right now the game is going into a funk.
What happened?
I feel like right now the game is going into a funk. So it's a dope time to explore and investigate new music.
Right.
So I encourage y'all, I implore y'all to check out our list. Google it. You might fall in love with the songs too. Yeah, yeah. All right, Chris, what you got for number 8?
Number 8 is the Four Tops. Reach Out, I'll Be There.
Have mercy.
That one, you could hear them singing from their toes from the opening line. Like you, that's one of those songs where you just feel like there's not many songs where you could feel the singer, and this one you could feel them from the opening line, and it's like you could tell that man was in love at that time. Just the way he was singing, the way he was belting it, like it's just one of those songs that just once you hear it, it grabs you right away. So that one's always been, since I was a kid, that one's always been one where they used to play that in the movie theater during the intermission. So that's where I would hear a lot of those old songs too. So that one brings me back to the Commodore movie theater back in the day.
Man, hey, Chris, I love when you on, man, because you give us rich culture about New York, man, and we both love the three of us, obviously. But Hendo and I love New York, man, and everything about it, man. So I love when you share these things with us. I always say that I feel like we came up in the perfect time with music. But I gotta admit, man, before us, man, when they made love songs, they made love songs. When they sung, and they took it serious down to the steps. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Hopefully, somehow, some way, we can restore that feeling. I'm hoping. My number 8, there was no way I could have this list without her. You know what I mean? Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill.
I give you the song.
Yes. And the sweetest thing, man, it sent chills through me when I first heard it, man. What was that?
Love Jones.
Love Jones. Phenomenal movie. You haven't seen it? Google it. They played that at the end, man. I believe I stayed in the theater and listened to the song. This was before Shazam. So you had to commit it to memory. You know what I mean?
Right.
Run to the store, say, Lauryn Hill got this new song. Where is it? How could I get it? It was back in that time, man.
And they was like, it's only on the soundtrack.
Yep. Absolutely. So, hey, you know what we did? We bought the soundtrack. Now, for y'all that love Power, it was back when Lorenz Tate, before he was, Governor Tate. I think he was Governor Tate on Power. It was in his heyday, man. One of his best movies. Between that and Menace. Yeah. Phenomenal, man. I personally thought he would be bigger than what he is, but he making a living. So, off topic again. Which one? You know what? You had Dead Presidents, Love Jones, Menace to Society. Which one of y'all? Which one do y'all feel like was his best performance?
I'm gonna go with Menace to Society.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Dead Presidents.
I feel both of y'all on that. Pause. And I love them both. I'm going to sway with Hendo on Dead Presidents because I ain't gonna hold you, right? I was down bad at that time, so I really related. But man, when your boy knocked him down them stairs and yo threw the gun to his mouth and told him to do what he had to do with that, I leave it at that. And that teardrop came down his eye, I was done, man. I felt like I was gonna cry for him. You know what I mean? And for y'all that don't know what we talking about, my favorite saying, I'm gonna make that a shirt. Google it. Speaking of shirts, man, disposable entertainment.
Don't do that. copyright infringement.
So I won't do that. I'll stick with disposable entertainment, which I got the merch on. Y'all check it out, man. I wear it. I does this. I do's this. All right, Hendo.
Okay. My number 8. This is another reprieve artist that recently. Listen, hey Chris, I can't tell you why, but growing up, it's just certain people I just didn't like. And if I didn't like them, I ain't listen to them.
It shows growth.
I get
that.
I still haven't accepted Whitney Houston. But anyway, my number 8 artist and my number 8 song is, and I don't know why I wasn't feeling her earlier, but Sade, By Your Side. It's just something about this. It's something about this song, and it really didn't hit me. And the craziest part is the song didn't hit me until I saw this movie called Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And that movie was like a video game movie, but there was a part in it where they played this song. And I was like, what is that? And then I was like, oh, that's Sade. And I listened to it, and I was like, oh, I could get married to this song.
Yeah.
So Sade, forgive me for sleeping on you for decades. Great song though.
Yeah, shame on you for that, man. Sade. Shame on you. Man, oh man. Next you gonna say you don't like Usher. I'm just joking. No pun intended, Chris. Man, oh man. All right, Chris, where we at? Number 7.
7.
This one.
Number 7, Cyndi Lauper. Time after time. Look at that little bird.
Right.
Like a little cockatoo. But man, her weird looking ass was singing on that song. Time after time. That's one, I remember where I first heard it. It was in a movie called Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion or something like that. With the lady from Friends. And I heard it in that song, and I don't know what it was, but it just captivated me. And ever since then, I always loved that song. So that's one that just it hits me. And then I didn't know who she was. I knew Girls Want to Have Fun, but I didn't know it was the same lady. And when I found out it was the same Girls Want to Have Fun lady, I was like, the hell, that don't even make sense. Right. But man, she got it in on that song.
Yeah, that was during Dre's childhood when back early 80s, but back when Cyndi Lauper was with the WWF, she was with Captain Lou Albano in the Wrestlers. So she had the punk rock, the different color hair, just the punk rock clothes. And you like, okay, she got her little image, her certain thing going on, but then she came out with this song, and it's like, huh? Oh, she has depth, she has range, and we just, back then we didn't realize that you had to have a gimmick to get into the music industry, and a record label wanted you to play a certain role. But yeah, when you hear that song, that one almost made my top 10. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, powerful song too, man. Yeah. Man, it just takes, it's crazy with music, man. It could good music could take you back to a place, man. You know what I mean? No matter what's going on in the world, man, you could be in your own little bubble. Listening
it's like a time machine. Absolutely. It's like a time machine. It's the closest thing we got to time machines. Like, it brings you back to a specific place and a specific time. Like, if I hear Doodle Brown, I'm going to junior high school. That's where it takes me to. I'm going back to a party in junior high school.
Right.
That was Dre's first year of college.
Oh man. As you see, Chris, Hendo moonlights as a comedian. We're gonna start his channel.
Chris is the comedian, not me.
Oh well, yeah. So where we at? Number 7?
We at your number 7.
7, yeah.
Man, I gotta hang on Hendo's coattail. Sade.
Okay.
I love Sade, man. I love Sade to the point where one of the songs actually is on volume 4, Disposable Entertainment, narrated by yours truly, Hendo. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Check it out. on SoundCloud. But I start the mixtape off with one of Sade's songs. And it's this. Shout out to Dame. Dame put his magic on it, which was ill. Because in the beginning, I was just gonna have it as an interlude and I was just gonna talk something on it. But man, once Dame did what he had to do, man, I had to throw a couple bars on there. But I absolutely love Sade, man. I do. Man, she's what I use when I want to disconnect for real. Sade and Seal. I got a list, a playlist, and I got a Sade and a Seal song back to back to back. And I tell you, that takes you to a place. Truly does. All right, Hendo.
All right, so this next song. So most people, making this list is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was kind of difficult because I love music. Like music narrates my life. Music narrates everything that I do in life. When I need love, I don't go to another person. I go to music. If I'm angry and I want to calm down, I'll listen to something and get hyped up and then calm down. So for me, like I told you before, I went through iTunes and I looked at my most played songs to help me determine which songs I was gonna put into consideration for choosing. This one may be a far left one. I let it all. I don't care who knows it. But shout out to my people from Sweden. Shout out to ABBA, Dancing Queen. Amazing song. And people don't know most of the hit songs that people have listened to for the last 25 years have been from songwriters from Sweden. I mean, American tunes. Your favorite American tunes, like all the boy bands, Britney Spears, some Madonna, like they've written most number one hits over the last 25 years. So yeah, when ABBA came out and Dancing Queen, y'all, if I hear Dancing Queen, I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna stop and rewind it and listen to the whole song.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, oh man. I love it as well. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so I'm bad at doing this, man. I want to shout out to the people that's hanging out with us tonight. What's up? First, man, what's happening? I know tonight. Now I feel like Mike Tyson. Tonight.
Hey, Big Reg got a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he do. No, Jay. Yeah, he do.
Lord. Man, oh man. Shout out to Big Reg. Shout out
Big Reg.
to Ferris. Bazel. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? I appreciate y'all, man. I truly do, man. Blame the mind, not the heart, man. You know, sometimes y'all in here, I get, tangled up into what we talking about, and I don't do the shout outs, man. But I appreciate y'all for always showing your bro love. All right. So, all right, Chris. Where we at?
6.
And you could just look at the last comment where Big Reg got it. Seal, Kiss from a Rose. This one, I remember when it came out, it was on a Batman soundtrack. And I was like, I don't even like Nicole Kidman, but I was in love with her because she was in the video. Man, that one, I think I was like in the 3rd grade or something like that when it came out, but I was in love and I didn't even know what love was because of that song. But that one's a classic. And if you don't like that song, man, I can't be cool with you.
Right.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
All
I'm gonna say is this: Seal was another one of the people on my list. But I mistakenly heard that song one day and was like, God damn. He sang the hell out that song.
Right.
Like that song is like if you're sitting there like just vibing out and that song comes on and you listen to it, you're gonna feel something. I don't know if it's happy, sad, love. That song's gonna make you feel. Look, I ain't a Seal fan, but shout out to him for that and whatever awards he got for it. Kudos.
Where a song is so good, it makes you forget that stuff he got on his face.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
What's up,
Lord.
KG? Appreciate you.
Hey moms, that's my moms. Love you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Galloway.
yeah. Um, three people I feel guys wise that have a unique voice, man.
Okay.
Is Sting,
Okay.
Michael McDonald,
Okay.
and Seal. Their
Okay.
voices, man, is
You
man.
forgetting
Oh
somebody,
man,
but okay. Okay.
I am who I'm forgetting.
You'll see. You'll see on my list. I'll let you know.
Ooh,
Got you.
little tease.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess our list going to all intertwine with each other because I got Luther on my list. If
Mm,
this world was mine,
mm,
oh man, and to hear him sing that song, man, oh my goodness. If this world was mine, I would sing it. But I don't want Luther being mad at me. I don't want him to come from the grave like, what are you doing? You're killing the song.
Facts.
Yeah. But I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
I truly
and
do.
never go wrong with Luther.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Skinny Luther, fat
Well,
Luther, don't matter.
it don't matter.
Mm-hmm. No
Rumors,
doubt.
rumor stutter Luther. It don't matter.
Oh, right. Shout out to Scotty Rivers. What's happening?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah.
So I guess my number 6. All right.
The
So
sixth.
my number 6. Like I don't know why it was, but I think it might have been either my junior or senior year of high school. I can't remember, but for some reason, every day at about 7:17 a.m., 92Q played the same song. It was so bad I didn't have to set my alarm clock. Because since they played the song at the same time, I'd be sleeping, I hear this song, and I'd be like, yo. So to me, I know, and I'm gonna tell you, it's TLC. It's TLC, but it's not the song y'all think. My favorite TLC song is Baby, Baby, Baby. For some reason, that song just gets me. Yo, I walk around just humming that song all the time. Like I said, I get my love for music. So certain songs just hit me different. And since I heard it every day for an entire school year, at the same time, it just resonated with me.
Yeah, I love TLC, man. R.I.P. to Left Eye, man. What an amazing talent. She was my favorite in the group.
She was mine too. That was my favorite one too.
Yeah. And the cutie, even though she burned down my bro house.
Hey,
That was an accident.
Yeah.
He didn't do it on purpose. He shouldn't have cheated. All I can say is he shouldn't have cheated. It would have never happened.
don't
There you
ever play
go.
with matches.
Yeah.
Oh man, we down to the top 5.
I know.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going by fast.
That it
Yeah.
is.
We
That
talking
it is.
music. We talking music.
Yes. Man. What is music is the soup for the soul? Did I mess that up?
I don't know,
Something
but it
like
sounds
that.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, Dre. You stole that from Soul Food. And food. And I don't know if this is right, but hey, we'll run with it.
Oh man. Yeah. All right, Chris. Where you at with it?
All right, number 5 is the Eurythmics. Sweet Dreams. This song is when I was a kid, I just used to sit in front of the stereo with headphones on, and I would just play my mom's records. And this is the first one, like this is the first song that I could remember that was my favorite song. And this one, like when I hear it, I think about my mom, and it takes me right back to that, playing her records with my headphones on, getting deaf, being a little kid, and I've always loved that song.
Listen, let me tell you like this. Just how it comes on is iconic. But I think a lot of people slept on Annie Lennox. You know, just because she was foreign and she did some solo stuff too. It just wasn't as big as this track. So I think that she didn't get her just due with Sweet Dreams. It's in my phone. It's in my rotation.
She went
daily.
crazy.
Ditch.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, shout out to Jada 6, man. And speaking of which, I know both of y'all love Nas. Nas sampled this. He flipped it. Yeah, one of Hendo's favorite. Hendo loves Nas.
He
Hey,
ain't flipping like
Chris,
he ain't flipping like the Eurythmics.
facts. I don't think nobody could do it like that.
Nobody.
I concur.
Mm-mm.
I concur. But speaking of songs that were sampled by great hip hop artists,
Please say his name right.
my number 5,
Okay.
Herb Albert, Rise.
No. I knew he was gonna do that. It's Alpert.
Alpert. Okay. Well, you know, I got public school education. So y'all know how that is. And y'all might say, well, who's this guy and who are we talking about? But the iconic Biggie, Hypnotized. I challenge y'all, when y'all get a chance, Google it and listen to it. It's an amazing, amazing track, man. Would y'all agree?
I would agree, sir.
Mhm.
I never heard it, so I got to check that one out.
Please do. And when you do, man, hit me up. Please
I
hit
will.
me up. Yeah,
I got to check that out.
you're gonna
Right.
love it, man. I you know, they not my boy Diddy, right? I'll
Your
leave
boy?
it at that.
You associate with him?
Well, no, I'm not no, not at all.
You said my boy.
I'm gonna say this: he's a genius in his own right
Is he?
because he knows how to pick those right songs, man. Juicy, this.
I will say, whoa, a lot of that had to do with Big, but I will say he paid a lot of the right people to pick the right music.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe the first of the year sometime because everybody loved the Russell Simmons joint you did, Hendo. Maybe we could circle back around and talk about Diddy. He would love that, man. He would love that just as much as Russell loved what we had to say.
Okay.
All right, Hendo, where you at with it?
Okay. So my number 5. My number 5 pick is this era's, to me, Cyndi Lauper. In essence, because I remember when she first came out. She was on LaFace Records, and L.A. Reid told her like, "Yo, do the music this way, and I got you on the next record." So she did a record that she didn't want to do, but after that, she came out full fledged as she wanted to be. And my number 5 is gonna be Pink, and the song is "Please Don't Leave Me."
Okay.
And I'm telling you, this song right here, it hits home. If you've ever been in a relationship but you didn't want somebody to leave, but the other person was kind of crazy, that song right there, it resonates with me because for some reason in my past, I've only dealt with crazy chicks. And Dre, you know a couple of them.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Pink.
Yes, it is.
Right there.
Yes, it is.
She's underrated.
That she is. She truly is. Man, oh man, what an amazing list so far, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to stereotype us as men, but I am almost certain we shocked a few people with some of these songs that we put on our list.
We ain't done yet.
Yeah.
It's more shocking.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I'm gonna say this though. I didn't know Chris was such an old soul.
And I love it.
When I saw the list, I was like, I knew I'd rock with him for a reason.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. My cousin lives next door to me. And he's like, what are you, 55 years old? What the hell you always playing?
He like, what are you, Hendo's age?
Nah, he's a little bit old. He's more like Dre's age. I'm going to preface this next artist by saying I think that Chris's next artist came out the year Dre was born. I'm not even laughing. Why you laughing?
Oh Lord, because I know it's not true.
It is.
What 80, 89?
Oh, okay. Chris, what's your number 4, sir?
Number 4, The Spinners, I'll Be Around.
Oh yeah, that came out a year or two before Hendo was born. You're right.
Oh. Listen. So one of us don't have a 5, in their numbers. One of us is less than half a century.
I got a 5, but mine's at the end.
Mine's too, Chris. What a coincidence.
Two of us here are less than a half a century.
Oh Lord, man, oh man, me and Chris.
But I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. The Spinners, yes.
The Spinners, I'll be around. Yeah, this one is just, it's like you said, Hendo. You deal with somebody for a long time. I was in a relationship 10 years, so this was like one of those songs that it was just, it made me think of that person, and it's just one of those songs where, again, just like I said earlier, where you could just feel them, like the way that they were singing, like the passion that they had in the music. You could hear it coming through. So yeah, this one is definitely one of those ones that's just always up there for me. Always. I know Hendo said in the beginning, like, some of these songs would change depending on the mood or the day. That song, that's not going to change. That's always going to be up there.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I love that song. I just listened to that song earlier today.
Yeah. Man, oh man. I guess it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin. You got him in your background. Ooh. Man, I Want You. Another song sampled by one of America's favorite artists, Kendrick Lamar. And that video he did with that was amazing.
It was.
Yes, it was, man. Very deep, well needed at the moment when he brought it out, man. Man, and I don't know how he did that with the graphics and all, man. I wish I would see that more. Remember when we were coming up, you used to watch videos all the time? I don't even know do videos still come on now?
Yeah, I'm sure MTV, whatever, or BET something has videos come on it.
Yeah. But man, I used to watch videos all the time, man. And I feel like that's one of those videos you could watch all the time. But anyway, I digress. Back to Marvin. Hey, Marvin is Marvin. The only thing that I wish was I was around when he was making this content. Because I ask my elders all the time, how did it feel when Marvin dropped this music? Mm-hmm. Like people like a Marvin or a Stevie. I mean, we were around with Stevie.
Right.
But Marvin, how did that feel to hear that? Is it equivalent to us listening to a Jay or a Biggie? You get what I'm saying? When we were excited. Yeah, I mean,
you had to get excited. You didn't have access to it.
How about that?
Man, like that must have been something to watch his progression too, because he was a young pup and coming in, and then when you go from I Want You, or you go from Heard It Through the Grapevine, and then you go all the way to Sexual Healing. That's an older gentleman singing that song. So to see that progression and that growth through an artist, it must have been amazing to see.
I agree. Yeah. So where you at with it, Hendo?
All right, my number 4. This group didn't have very many hits. And if I think about it now, were they affiliated with that guy that's in jail? I just thought about that. But they didn't have anything to do with them because they were grown women. So this song, like I said, they didn't have many hits. They had a couple of top charting hits. I don't think that this song was ever really released to the public, but this had to be my favorite song. And my number 4 song from all times comes from Changing Faces. And it's called Thoughts of You. If there aren't many songs that I implore people to listen to, but I implore people to listen to that song. And I guarantee you, just by the way that it comes on, you're going to get chills and be like, dang, and it's going to remind you of maybe someone you love or someone that you lost. Like that song for me, always in rotation. I can listen to this song 100 times in a row and still not get tired of it. So my number 4 is Changing Faces.
Yeah. What happened to them sisters? Yeah.
You know, women groups unfortunately don't get along because whether it's infighting or somebody wants to go start a family and one is more concerned about the group, egos always clash. That's why a lot of the female groups don't stay together too long.
Mm.
It's just something. I mean, men groups don't either, but it's just something more with the female groups that they just don't last as long.
Yeah, yeah. Are they on Unsung that you know of? I might have to Google them
Nah, they're not
and
on our
check
song.
them out. Yeah, yeah.
He
Dope
said,
group, man.
he said who's the criminal? I think it was R. Kelly.
Mm.
Because it was, what was the song? Stroke You Up? Do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind. I think that was
Oh
R. Kelly saying
man,
that. I don't
it
mind.
might have been.
Yeah, I think that might have been R. Kelly on that one.
You know when
Yeah, I think he was in the video.
Yeah, that was R. Kelly.
I wonder if he pinned that because R. Kelly
He might
pen
have.
was serious.
It was.
Well, he had somebody write it because it came
He said, "I'm gonna say it. You write this down."
right. Oh man, you talk about public school education, boy.
First of all,
Uh,
leave my man his elementary school education alone.
oh my God, man, oh
Jeez,
man, it's
golly.
amazing, man. You saying, man, God look after baby and fools,
Fools.
boy. I don't know which one he was.
Healthy.
Ah, man, oh man, I got lost in the thought. I was gonna ask y'all guys something. Oh, R. Kelly. In the beginning, I was mad at R. Kelly, man, because I felt like he took Guy whole stilo. Would you
Yeah.
agree? He ran with that whole style.
I will say it was something to me. I used to always call him the broke down Aaron Hall.
Aaron Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because he shaved his head bald and
Yep.
people thought he couldn't grow hair. But lo and behold, he
Mhm.
could do it. He just listen, in the music industry, you find something, you emulate something that's successful. He took their style and he ran with it and he made it even better because I mean he at the time he did write great music. He did produce great music, so I ain't gonna hold you, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
I can't play him. I can't even listen to Effing You Tonight by Biggie.
Yeah. Man, that guy, man. He ain't never coming home, boy.
Good.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
So where we at with it?
We at Chris's banger, super banger number 3.
Okay.
Oh yeah, number 3.
Super banger. This could be number 1 on anybody's list.
Number 3 is the Isley Brothers, In Between the Sheets. Now, if you got kids watching, put them to sleep right now. This is the grown section of it. This is the one where you make babies to. This is one of those songs that is nasty, but it's nasty in a tasteful way. It's nasty in a smooth way. And it's just one of those songs that, man, like, make sure you got the Plan Bs on deck if you put that song on. It's gonna be over.
Yeah. Yes, it is. What a song, man. What a message. Tasteful message. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Listen, Isley Brothers could be 1 through 10 on everybody's list.
Facts.
I didn't realize you can. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize till recently a lot of their songs were sampled. A
Yeah.
lot. I didn't know they had that many hits. Mr. Big.
Yeah.
He went with your boy too.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy about these songs that we mentioned? They were hits for the original artists and hits for the rap artists too.
Right.
It was almost like a layup. It was the cheat sheet. You know what I mean? Like Biggie used it and bam. Hey, need I say more? And if y'all say what song, Google this, man. Please Google these things. Man, oh man. All right. My number 3. The legendary. The iconic. Michael Jackson. Now, I don't want to put my sister on blast, man. But back in the day, they had the Michael Jackson doll. And she had the doll. So when I was little, I like to draw on the men. If they have a beard, I'll put a beard on them and a mustache. So she had the Michael Jackson doll, right? And I knew
Uh-huh.
who Mike. Of course, I knew who Mike was. But I'm like, how would Mike look with a beard and a mustache? And you know what's crazy? Can you imagine if that dog was in pristine uh
Condition.
condition, how much it would be? And me and my goofy self want to put a beard and a mustache on Mike, man.
Right.
Yeah. So, I don't know if she got mad at me. I'm sure she did. But yeah, man, Michael Jackson, man, the lady in my life. I love that song, man. And you know what? To me, I'm not knocking today's music.
Right.
But these songs, man, it was the play. All you had to do was play this, and you already have a female already feeling away, I should say.
Facts.
You know what I mean? They
if,
helped us.
if you won't knock today's music, I will. It's
Garbage.
it's not like this. If I don't know how you listen to these songs and you like, oh yeah, today is just as good.
Mhm.
Like nah. Like there's a few sprinkled in here and there,
Right.
but as a whole, as a collective, you're not messing with the 70s, the 80s. Like it's just you're not messing with it.
Yeah. I agree.
Facts. I love that song.
Me too,
Love
man.
that song, bro.
Mm,
Joe said, I will keep you warm through the shadows of the night. That's not what they saying nowadays.
No, not at all. Not one bit.
I can't say what they saying nowadays.
Yeah. All right, Hendo, where you at with
Ooh, top three. All right. So this song has recently, in the last couple years, become one of my all-time favorite songs. And a lot of these songs, like I said, some of these songs are tied to emotion. Now, with my kids, with my 3 kids, when each of my kids was a baby and they all would cry, I picked out a song that I would always sing to my kids. So each one of them has a specific song. So then when I had my first grandchild, same thing. When she would cry or get grumpy, I would sing the song to her. So whenever I play the song, she just gets happy because she's 3 now. So she understands a little bit more and she gets so happy. Song is a banger. I don't know how the lead singer fell off so much. Well, painkillers. But I don't know how they fell off. But my number 3 song is DeBarge, All This Love.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I love this song.
Man, I think that was dope what you did. Not we gonna talk about the barge, man, but having a song to sing to your kids, man, that is super dope, man. That shouldn't just go, without highlight. That's amazing, man. Because fatherhood is something in itself, man. And I always looked at you as a good dad, man. So shout outs to that period, bro. Not to get mushy with it. No, you're a good dad, man. You are.
And a good grandfather.
Appreciate
I concur.
Appreciate
Yeah. Because I ain't singing my kids. I love them to death, but I ain't had no song for them.
That's right, Jay. listen. As soon as we finish this, I'm going to listen to the song. Because just being associated with my granddaughter, it gives it more meaning. So I just play this song all the time, when I start thinking about her. So it was almost number 1. It should have been number 2. All right, Chris. Unless y'all got something to say about the barge.
Oh, I love the barge, man.
What happened to him though?
Well, let's see. Did he go to jail or his little brother?
His oldest brother went to jail because he got hooked on drugs. And there's something about that family where they had a chemical dependency. So that's why a lot of them tried to stay away from painkillers, but he had a toothache and he went to the dentist and they gave him painkillers. And after that, he got hooked on painkillers because he was the one in the group that actually kept the group afloat. Because he was the one showing up for all the rehearsals, doing all the music, the background, and everything else, where everybody else kind of slacked off because they was like, "Yo, we the Pips." Like it's Elder. We always say Elder Barge. People don't really ever say the Barge. So once he got addicted to that, he kind of slacked off. His label dropped him, but I just thought he was just immensely talented.
Yes,
he should have done more.
Well said, well put. I agree.
Unfortunately, that's the story of a lot of those groups. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they get, you know, they come from these bad places, these rough places,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they get that fast money, and then unfortunately they fall into that lifestyle sometimes. And you know, we saw it happen with the guy behind me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
and unfortunately, you know, like you look at Motown and you
Mm-hmm.
look at the roster,
Mm-hmm.
almost all of those people went
Mm-hmm.
down by the wayside because of the same stuff. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's a shame. You know, people created such beautiful things, and a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
had ugly falls. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I wish it would have ended differently for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
agree.
did you know they had like 17 brothers and sisters with all of the Barges?
Mm.
17 of them?
Like 17 or 13 or something like that. It was a lot of them. Just
I ain't I ain't gonna hold you at the minute. They all start looking the same.
listen. I don't want nobody judging me. I don't want nobody judging me. My wife laughs at me when I say this, but for the longest time, up until recently,
Mm-hmm.
up until like 4 or 5 years ago, when I watched Unsung, like Unsung, I learned a lot of stuff about a lot of people. Up until recently, I thought they were Hispanic.
Mhm.
El DeBarge, and they kind of look
Uh,
Hispanic. No, they're
yeah.
half black and half white.
Mm.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't even. And my wife was like,
Wow.
"You're an idiot."
Oh Lord.
But I'm like, who names that child L?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The DeBarge.
yeah, yeah. That's
A
crazy.
Ferris. A lot of people. Well, Marvin Gaye's brothers and sisters say that he wanted his pops to kill him. That
Mm,
was his way of committing suicide. If you
Right.
look
mm,
into it, and he had a hell of a battle with drugs too. So
mm,
that was that's unfortunate. You know,
Mhm.
if you look into the whole relationship that Marvin had with his pops,
mhm,
it was a strange, cruel relationship that they had.
Mhm.
mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, first they black and white.
Mm, yeah.
And I, and
Ferris,
I don't know, and I don't know
Ferris,
how that I don't know how that white father got a name like DeBarge.
Ferris thought it
Mm.
was Puerto Rican.
Oh
Bruh,
man.
you look, yeah, look at him.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought so too. Though.
And
With
I ain't
the
trying to
L.
stereotype,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to stereotype the one named Bunny, the other little
Mm.
brother named Chico.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm just saying,
I did the same. You ain't by yourself with that one,
I
bro.
just thought so. But yes, their father
Yeah.
was a white
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, it's we talk about the hip hop community and how it would be dope if they had OGs as we would call it nowadays around to guide the young people. But man, like y'all was saying, man, the drugs and all of that stuff
Mhm.
was in the record business forever. I feel like I want to believe these are just my words that these guys are just in girls are just looked at as profit. No one really cares, man. And I said this before and I say it again. Just to make one hit song to me is amazing. And you got these people on the list that just are pure talented and just make hit after hit.
Mhm.
That speaks volumes, man. And why wouldn't you want to protect those people? Why would you want to hold them close and dear? Guide them through it.
Who knew music was gonna get like this? Who
Mm,
knew that we were gonna lose all of these iconic people, and this new generation was going to come in, the old guys were going to be thrown to the wayside, and we were going to have this as music. And listen, the record industry loves this. Like, listen, let's say for instance, I signed you as an artist, Chris, right? And you one of these new school guys. I don't have to do or spend any money on promotion. You get on TikTok, you get on
mm,
Instagram, you get on all of these social media avenues, and you promote everything for yourself. So I don't
mm,
have to spend a dime on promotion. All I do is collect profits off of your music. So of course they
mm,
wanted to take the old school people out because the old school people wanted their money. They're like, yo, you didn't
mm,
cheated me for the last 30 years. Now I think
mm,
it's time for me to get my royalties. It's time for me to make some real money because I shouldn't be living this way. So of course they don't want to protect them. They want to move forward and get to those that they can manipulate. And
mm.
unfortunately, these young people, just with the thought of a record deal, or you know what I'm saying, what did third base say? A box of Newports and some Puma sweats.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
give them something flashy, and they sign on the dotted line without even reading the contract. So
Right. Right. Yeah. Man, oh man. So we down to 2. Chris is on you. Oh, bars.
So 2 is the Whispers, Olivia. This one's special to me because it's a weird song because my daughters love this song so much. And if you listen to the song, it's about a prostitute. Um, but my daughters, they've always loved it. For like the last 3-4 years, they've always loved this song. And my daughter's middle name is actually Olivia. So
nice.
this one is like, it's weird to think about a song about prostitution, but you think about your daughter. But they go singing it. They belt them tunes out.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is always gonna have a special place in my heart. And I know, when I get old and I'm not here anymore, I know that they're gonna listen to that song and they're gonna think about me too. So it's just one of
Yeah.
those that's gonna be embedded in us.
Mm. Nice. Nice. Man, oh man. All right, y'all. My number 2. I'm circling back to the Osley brothers, man. Living for the love of you.
Mm, mm.
Man, oh man.
Class.
I
Man,
feel like we should have dressed up like that for this show.
we
Oh,
should have.
no.
This is definitely a grown and sexy episode. You know what I mean? Man,
Right.
the Osleys. What more could I? Hey, Google them. That's all I gotta say, man. And well, I don't know. They did a versus in the
Hmm.
pandemic.
Yeah,
Y'all can get a snapshot of what they could do on that. But
that was
man, oh
great
man, yeah, yes it was, yes it was. I like that better than a lot of the hip hop joints.
How about that?
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. So where you at, Hendo?
All right, my number 2. This is where we butt heads. When you say there are 3 unique, distinct
Mm,
voices
okay.
in music, for me, I think there would be a 4th, maybe a 5th, but there would
Hmm.
definitely be a 4th. And this one right here is number 1 by far. To me, this is just to me. I think vocally, with his range and just the different genres and just the different ways that he sings, I think that this guy is the greatest vocalist of all time
Hmm.
in the history of music. The
Hmm.
greatest vocalist.
Hmm.
Don't get
Drake.
mad at me. Get mad
Drake.
at your. Not today. Mr. Lauryn Hill does not make it today. But for my number 2 song, it's going to be the lead singer with the greatest voice of all time, Queen. Somebody to love.
Ooh, yes,
Somebody to
Okay.
love. So
That's a
yes,
Queen,
mustache.
yes.
yes. So
And shame on me. How could I forget?
Freddie Mercury. How could you
How
forget,
could?
Mhm.
sir?
I was bugging.
You were.
You should have checked me on the spot with that.
I had to
My
leave.
bad.
I had to leave some intrigue. You know what I mean?
I like the tease. I like the build
Yeah,
up. Yeah, I like
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Man, oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Contagious was a dope one.
Oh yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Oh no doubt. No doubt.
But we are at number 1. Finally,
Mm-hmm.
these will be our greatest number 1 songs of all time. Like I said, this is not a list of the greatest songs of all times. These are the greatest songs that we feel that we
Mm-hmm.
particularly love. They have special meaning to each one of us. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at your mama.
Right. Facts. All right, Chris, it's
All
on
right.
you, good brother.
So
Number
my
1.
number 1 was actually on your list, Marvin Gaye. I
Mm.
want you.
Yeah.
Ah. Mm. Yes.
That song, man. I've said it. I've like, if I'm ever, God forbid, dying in the street, I'm taking my phone out, and that's the last thing I want to hear before I die.
Mm.
Um, this one, it just, the build up to it, like
Mhm.
the instruments, it's just
Mm-hmm.
everything is on point, man. Like, to me, it's just Marvin Gaye. He's just that dude for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I love his music. I love all of his songs. Like, he's just that guy for me. And I want you. That just, it takes me to a place that I haven't been before.
Mm.
As far as like you know, where somebody I could think of when it and relate to this song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the what he's saying, what he's talking about in that song, that's a goal that you want for whoever you're gonna be with for the rest of your life.
How
You know.
about that? Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for me.
Can you imagine being a fly on the wall when he was writing that? Oh my God.
Man, must have been some heron in that room.
Yeah, yeah.
Something.
Man, oh man, to come up with that, man. It's just amazing, man. How blessed some people are with that type of talent, man.
Right.
And
I
if
swear.
people don't, if people never seen this, there's a show where he's rehearsing with the band,
Mhm.
and he's like, I don't even think it's backstage. I just think it's in a rehearsal studio,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just there chilling in a sweatsuit, laying on the couch singing
Mm.
and singing flawlessly. Like he's just doing it casually. Like
Mm.
I'm having more trouble speaking to you regularly right now than he was singing.
Mm.
If you could look for that on YouTube, do it, because that shows you how talented and how effortless that dude did it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Yes, you know you have to be a talented individual when they can refer to you by one name and people know who they talking about.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You say Marvin, whatever Marvin you gonna think?
Facts.
Marvin
Facts.
the Martian?
Right.
Nope.
Right. Facts. You ain't never lied, man. I'ma paint a picture with my number one. Man, oh man, I'm young. It's the 80s.
Mhm.
TV on. I want to
Okay.
say maybe it was a Friday. I think that's when it came on. Hendo, did it?
Yeah, I
Did
think
it not?
so. Yeah, around during the day.
Man, I see these two guys, man. They got on suits. They from Miami. And I hear this playing. Phil Collins in the air
That's a
Do do
great
tonight.
one.
do 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 do.
Mm.
I'm going to say,
Okay.
I want to believe
Okay.
they were the first. You know how we had what was it? The show of Malik Yoba and the dude.
Oh yeah.
And how they played music every episode and all of that.
Oh, New York Undercover.
New
Yes.
York Undercover. They started Miami Vice birthed that. They were the first to do that. They made
Mm.
soundtracks to TV episodes. And man, that to me is my number. When I hear that, I zone out. Thank you, first. Yeah, New York Undercover. Appreciate you. I zone out to that joint, man. The drums on that.
Thanks.
Oh my God, man.
Mm-hmm.
And just the build up alone.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Actually, when we done tonight, I'ma play that. I would turn it up, but it's late where I'm at. I don't want no smoke.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But that is my number one. And
That's a
for
good
y'all
one.
that don't know, Meek Mills used it. He ain't doing no justice though. I feel like this, man. Anybody that samples stuff, yes, they make good music as well. But these original
Mm-hmm.
artists that dream up this, come on, man. They're the real ones that need to be saluted. No
Beanie did
shade
too.
on me. Beanie did too. No shade on none of those guys because I love hip hop. I love Meek, Beanie, etc. But
Right.
man, they were inspired by these guys. That's why they used it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hendo, we on bated breath. We
Last one.
definitely want to hear what you got to say, bro.
Last one.
All right. All right. So my number one song of all time. Now I know I said earlier, if we did this list 100 times, they would change 100 times, possibly. But no matter what list we ever do, this will always be my number one song. And I apologize to Marvin, Isley Brothers. It's a bunch of songs that I wanted to put on there, and I was like, I'm pretty sure they got them covered. But to me, and especially when I said there are certain artists when you can just mention about one name and people will know who you're talking about. So to me, when I say Mary,
Mm,
this song for me is not her most well-known song. I don't even think that they played it on radio. She never made a video for it. And it was on the My Life soundtrack. But for some reason, this song touches my soul. Like I'm getting chills right now. And for me, this song has traveled with me. It has risen up the ranks throughout the years. And for me, when it comes to love, I can honestly say I don't need love because I got this song to fill me just with so much joy. So without further ado, my number one song of all time is Mary J. Blige, I Never Want to Live Without You. And I'm telling you, if it's a song y'all need to hear, she sang the hell out that song.
Yes, she did, man. Yes, she did. Hey, Mary the best who ever did it. She is truly the queen. I love Lauren, but Mary is the queen of hip hop, man.
Facts.
She got that on lock. I don't think it can't. It's almost like a Michael Jackson situation. It's a rap. Hey, she got that. I saw her on an interview not too long ago, and they asked her if she was going to do a verses, and she like, "Come on, are you kidding me?" And she right with who? With the whole industry? Like, who can mess with Mary, man? Come on, man.
She just release a new album or something?
I think so.
She still look good too. Still looking good too. And you know, the thing with her is that she did it over decades too.
Didn't she?
You got 90s Mary, you got 2000s Mary, and they're two completely different people.
Facts.
But to me, it's like we spoke about this last week, where Drake is like the Madonna of hip hop, where he's just like always reinventing himself and always trying to be something else. And that's no shade on him. I mean, that's the industry, you know. That's what you want to do. Go ahead. You want to be popular, do that. But I feel like Mary changed, but she still stayed authentic to herself.
Facts.
She evolved. You know, and that's one thing about Mary, is that she's always been authentic.
I agree. Man, I want to say this is one of my favorite episodes yet.
Facts.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. I'm going to ask everybody out there, where else could you get content like this? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's easy for us to say so-and-so is doing that, such and such got caught doing this. But where are you going to get conversations like this, content like this? And if you like what you hear, hit the like button. Leave a message. I ain't going to hold you. I respond to everybody. Man, oh man. Any parting words, Chris? Tell them where they can find you, bro.
You can find me on Twitter at Chris Just Joking, right there. You find me on the Deep Cover podcast later this week. We will be back for sure. This Thursday we'll be dropping that in the morning. And also I dropped an article yesterday about some NFL draft prospects. So if that's your thing, go check that out. It's the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. So check that out.
The extraordinary executive producer, Hendo. Tell them where they can find you, bro.
You can find me on the Road Poet whenever I feel like doing something.
Got you.
That's just where I'm at with it right now.
Man, what's the side I should know about now, because I love using this for you, Hendo. What's this, Sunday, Monday? Who sings that again? Sherelle. Man, if you want to find Hendo, pick a day of the week, bro. Matter of fact, man, I need to holler at Dane, man. We need to make that a theme song for you, bro. Because my bro is on all the time, man. He is absolutely the hardest working brother in show business, in YouTube land, whatever you want to call it, man. Cool. Shout out to Chris, man. It's always an honor and a pleasure, man. 2 weeks in a row, man. I appreciate
y'all having me,
you,
man.
bro.
Appreciate you coming through.
Yes,
this was fun, man. This was a lot of fun.
I'm sorry. I something. Jay said something that he said "Runaway Love," and that reminded me of En Vogue. And I'm like, damn, I ain't put no En Vogue on there.
How about En Vogue, man? Yo, I feel like they were slept on, man. All of those, I almost called them
women.
chicks.
Wow.
All of those, I almost did.
All of those women.
All of those women,
were
man.
lead singers. And
Lead singers.
that was the one thing I used to love about that group. All of them could sing. But I'm
Mhm.
telling you, if I had an honorable mention, now he made me think about it. Don't Go. Might have Don't Go. Because that listen, Don't Go used to come on Jukebox.
Mhm.
That was another one. So
Yeah.
when I used to cut school and I didn't go to school,
Mhm.
Jukebox would come on and I would sit there and have to wait for somebody to request a song. And Don't Go came on like every 20 minutes for like 4 weeks straight. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I love it, bro. I forgot all about
Yes.
it, man.
Yes. I
This
love
list, man.
both
This
too.
this list, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So man, oh man.
But
Hey.
I'll be putting all our lists in the Discord because Ferris wants to know what our songs were. Yeah, hold on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all check it out, man.
Just Can't Stay Away. That was like a church song, but it's still, man, I gotta listen to the Boogie. I get here.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's crazy coming up with the list. Like
It is.
Hendo hit me up, and I was like, "Can we do 11?" You said 11, right? Because it's so difficult,
It is.
and like I didn't have not one Michael Jackson song on mine, and I love Michael Jackson, and he was one of the songs that Billie Jean was on there,
Right.
and you know, it was hard leaving that off, but you know, we got to make them cuts, and unfortunately, I think Michael Jackson is the king, but I had to ask that one.
Man,
Yeah.
dang. What's her name? What's her name? What's the chick from Floetry? The singer.
Oh,
Marsha Ambrosius.
Marsha
Marsha
Ambrosius.
Ambrosius.
She wrote the song Butterflies for Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I like the Floetry version better.
She's dope.
Butterflies.
She got
Yes.
a song with Jamie Foxx.
Did she?
Man, that's the reason why I got my first daughter.
I know that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
Amel Rowe from Groove Theory.
Oh.
The song for real.
Oh man.
Right. Let's stop here, man.
Yeah. This could easily be a whole nother episode, man. Man, oh man. Maybe we'll circle back around and compile a list like we did with hip hop. Get all of the Patreons involved and see what we can come up with. What y'all think?
We can do that.
A hip hop top 10?
No, we doing that. He talking about
Oh.
songs.
Yeah, songs.
It ain't
Because we got some good input tonight.
But it ain't gonna be as easy as you think. Because I guarantee you, everybody gonna have a different top 10, top 20. And somebody gonna be number one with 3 votes.
How about that?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't want to say it's sad to say we could do that with hip hop, but not with any other genre. Like if you think about it, if we did a hip hop top whatever, you're gonna hear the same names. But with music, you know, because I ain't put Amy on there. I love Amy Wine. It's so many I could
But you gotta realize with hip hop, there's been a finite time period that we have to sample from. Music has been around for forever. So we're going over a vast majority of decades and a vast majority of genres. Because I can't remember the dude's name, but he did the song "Feel So Good," and all he did was play the trumpet. So we got so many different things that we can look at. But with hip hop, we just got like so many people to choose from because we didn't have hip hop be as popular as popular music was, so to speak. So it's just certain artists that be like, yo, that's dope, that's hot. So we all can collectively, if we put 50 songs together from 10 people, out of those 10 people, we all gonna have at least 30 songs the same, 30 tracks that are gonna be the same.
Right.
Music, you can't do that because it just spread. Like some people love Murray. You know what I'm saying? When Fred introduced us to J Moss.
Yeah.
J Moss. Have you ever heard of J Moss, Chris?
No.
So back in the day, our barber gave us this gospel CD. And J Moss is a gospel singer, but he's more up tempo and urban with it. And we used to rock them gospel songs like we did rap tunes.
Facts.
Because listen, it's one called Psalms 150, and the beat on that one, you would think it was a hip hop song.
Right.
So like I said, it's just so many genres out there. Yeah, first disco. There's so many genres out there we can pick and choose from that it's hard to narrow that down.
Yeah. Well, y'all, until next time, man, We out.
Image, baby.